left-wing gender insanity being pushed on our children is an act of child abuse. Very simple. Here's my plan to stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth. On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. I will sign a new executive order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender transition at any age. I will then ask Congress to permanently stop federal taxpayer dollars from being used to promote or pay for these procedures and pass a law prohibiting child sexual mutilation in all 50 states. It'll go very quickly. Furthermore, I will support the creation of a private right of action for victims to sue doctors who have unforgivably performed these procedures on minor children. The Department of Justice will investigate Big Pharma and the big hospital networks to determine whether they have deliberately covered up horrific long-term side effects of sex transitions in order to get rich at the expense of vulnerable patients, in this case, very vulnerable. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth. Under my leadership, this madness will end. Thank you very much.
Man, welcome back to another episode of Exclusive Media TV. As always, I'm Freon, and I'm here to give you the latest exclusive media content. So let's get to it, man. Shout out Donald Trump, man. He was just reelected as president of the United States, man, and he's all ready to work. He said child mutilation will be banned in all 50 states in the United States of America. And the reason why this is important, man, because from day one, I always said, man, leave the kids out of it. At the end of the day, man, if you want to do this, you want to be there, you want to be identified as whatever in this world, bro, that's fine. But leave the kids out of it. I've been saying that on record and off record. So I got to salute Donald Trump for this, man, because he seems like one of the few people in this country that's willing to speak up and protect the children from, essentially forcing these type of thoughts on kids. Now, at the end of the day, bro, we don't know what people do in their household with their kids. I'm not going to assume whatever it is. But I've been saying this from day one, man. Leave the kids out of it. If you wanna date the same sex, that's your choice. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna transform from a man to a woman, or from a woman to a man, whatever, that's cool. But that's your choice, though. But don't force it on the kids. In my opinion, that's weird behavior. At the end of the day, bro, let kids be kids, man. If kids grow up and they want to do that after the age of 18, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's their choice, but don't force it on them. Let kids be kids. And that's why a lot of kids these days are confused because, the parents aren't letting them be kids. When I was coming up, my grandparents always made sure what they would say was stay out of grown folks' business. Like, kids should not be worrying about sex changes. Shouldn't be worrying about men or women, and like none of that. Kids should be worried about watching SpongeBob, having toys, playing video games, going on field trips, all those type of things, man. Kids should not be worried about nothing other than being a kid, man. That way the kid can take full advantage of being a kid, So at the end of the day, I gotta salute Donald Trump for this. I know a lot of people not a fan of him, but call it what you want. He's one of the few people that's willing to speak up and protect the kids on this situation. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, everybody got their own ideology, their own ideas and stuff like that. But I'm for protecting the kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just not right. I don't care, man. Like, if you like to do your thing and, like I said, date the same sex, that's cool with you, but leave the kids out of it. Don't force it on kids. That's what I call weird behavior, you know what I'm saying? From whoever it's from. Don't force it on kids, man. So I'm gonna have to agree with Donald Trump on that one, man. And he also said he will hold surgeons and stuff like that accountable who perform surgeries on minor children. Now, that's the key word, minor children. He didn't say adults. He didn't say nothing like that. He said minor children. And that's key because should no kid at no minor age be doing some type of major surgery like that. I do not care what nobody say, and nobody's gonna force me to feel how they feel about it. Kids should not be going into surgery and making that type of decision at that young of an age, man. A lot of times kids are confused. That's just what it is. Like, I know people my age, you know what I'm saying, I grew up with, you know, where a boy might have liked the boy and then he grew out of it, and vice versa. A girl might like the girl and she grew out of it. You know what I'm saying? It happens, but for you as a parent to allow your kid to go through that, like, that's, again, like, that's what I call weird behavior. So I gotta salute that too, you know what I'm saying? Donald Trump holding them doctors accountable too, because a lot of them doing it for money, and that's what he said. You know, a lot of them doing it for money, and, you know, they don't really care about the results of the patient. They do, but they don't care. You know, they just want the money. So at the end of the day, like, that's why I say we can't always let money be the driving factor of everything, man, because when money becomes the driving force of everything, man, then you know, the product you're getting isn't gonna be genuine. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, okay, well, let me make a quick buck because I know this person really, really want to do it. Nah, man, you gotta protect the kids at all costs. Salute to Donald Trump for doing that. He's willing to, essentially, you know, say things that other people don't want to say. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I don't have an issue with people who, you know, identify themselves as whatever. Do what you want to do, what makes you happy. But again, keep the kids out of it. The kids should not be focusing on that type of thing at all, bro. Like, that's just weird to me. He also said that he's gonna ask Congress to pass a bill that's basically saying that it's only two genders in the United States, male and female. You know, I agree with that as well, but I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with that, especially people who are, transgender, date the same sex and stuff like that, man. So I know that's gonna get a lot of backlash, but at the end of the day, man, people are okay to do what they want to do, but once again, you cannot force it on the kids, man. So like I said, Donald Trump is saying things that most people not gonna say, man, but at the end of the day, man, we gotta protect the kids at all costs, bro. Like I said, if the kid, boy or girl, grow old and want to do those type of things, that's on them. But let kids be kids, man. So yeah, he also said, you know, like I said earlier, you know, he's gonna go to Congress and tell them to pass a bill that's essentially stating that it's only two genders, male and female. So I know that's gonna get a lot of backlash, man, but hey, it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, bro, you are free to identify yourself as whatever you want to be, but at the same time, we are born as a male and as a female. That's just science. That like this don't even really got nothing to do with God and, you know, religion. Like, that's just science, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, a man has this and a woman has that. It's just that simple. So it is what it is, man. Like I said, salute to Donald Trump for willing to say things that a lot of people want to say, but they just too afraid to say it because they don't want to get canceled. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, you are free to do whatever you want, male or female, or whatever you want to identify as. But once again, know that a person is either going to be born a male or a female. Just like animals, you got a female animal, then you got a male animal. That's just what it is. Like, it doesn't matter what a doctor say, what a person say. You are born what you're born as. That's just what it is. A man cannot have babies. A woman can. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, people gonna feel how they feel about it, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, you can do what you want as you please. I don't have an issue with that. I got, I got gay people in my family and stuff like that. So it is what it is. I don't have an issue with them or nothing. I grew up with them. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the kids, leave the kids out of it. If you're an adult, you can do what you want. That's fine. But leave the kids out of it. You know, it is what it is, man. So salute to Donald Trump, man. Like I said, for saying things that other people want to say but afraid to say it, man. So it is what it is at this point. And as always, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and comment. That way I can get more of this content out to you guys. And as always, appreciate y'all for tapping in. 100.